Hello everyone, this is part 24 of What If Naruto Figured It All Out, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. About 40 years ago from the present time, a full moon was glaring over a huge castle in the middle of one of Konoha's forests. It had about 10 floors, a huge cherry blossoms trees garden in the front yard, a small dojo and some hot springs bath on the backyard. The leaves were falling at the sound of the wind. The shades of the trees' branches entered the room where a young man was sleeping. He had blonde spiky hair catched in a small ponytail. The man appeared to be having a nightmare and woke up on a start. It can't be, the man said, sweating a lot and breathing deeply. She is going to S. The man got up and dressed up quickly. He got out of his bedroom and went to another part of the castle and knocked on the door of a room. Kageru, Kageru, are you in there? Please open quickly. The man was knocking fervently. Kageru. The door opened. A black long-haired young woman appeared dressing her nightdress and yawning. What's wrong, Ryazaki-sama? The woman asked. I need you to help me packing my son's stuff. Pack yours quickly and meet me in his bedroom. Ryazaki said. Kageru found it strange. But, Highness, Kageru asked. I'll tell you everything when you finished up the packing. Come on. Ryazaki ran back to the place from where he came, while Kageru was looking to him. Ryazaki entered in the room next to his. It was a big chamber filled with toys, ninja stuff and some photos. Sleeping in a big bed, hugging a dragon-like soft toy, was a 3-year-old blonde spiky-haired boy. He looked a lot like Ryazaki. The young man put his hand on the baby and smiled. Son, time to wake up. Ryazaki said, shaking him a little. The baby shrunk over himself a little and continued sleeping. Come on, wake up. I wanna sleep, the boy yawned. He opened his blue eyes to Ryazaki. Pick your favorite stuff and put it on your bag. Come on, Ryazaki said. Why? The boy got up. Are we going on a trip? Ah, yes, Ryazaki said, putting his child clothes on a bag. You're going tonight with Kageru and I'll meet you two later. You like Kageru, don't you? Yes, she offers me candy. The boy cutely said. Ryazaki smiled to him, while closing the bag. He held his son on his arms. The man caressed his child's face. You know Daddy love you, don't you? Ryazaki asked. The boy stared him. Daddy will always look over you. Be a nice boy and do everything Kageru tells you to. Tears fell from Ryazaki's eyes while looking to his child. Why are you crying? Do you have a boo-boo? The child asked. Ryazaki smiled. No, but I will. He said. I'm ready, Highness. Kageru entered with a bag on her back. Ryazaki looked to her. Take Minato's stuff. Get my horse and ran to Konoha as fast as you can. Ryazaki ordered. Kageru looked to him. He stared his child once more and gave him a K on the cheek. Say Daddy you love him. Ryazaki asked. The boy smiled. I love Daddy. The boy said as if he was singing and very happy. Ryazaki hugged him tightly. Bye-bye son. Ryazaki gave the baby to Kageru. Go. I'll try to drive your family to a safety place. Highness, Kageru whispered, with tears on her eyes. Remember to keep the Koryu name a secret. Ryazaki said. Please. Go. Farewell, Your Highness. Kageru ran with the baby on her arms. She entered the stable and put the boy on the horse, getting up after that. Are you going to have a horse ride? The boy asked. Kageru held him tightly. Hold yourself, young prince. Kageru said and touched the horse with her foot. Let's go. The horse started running through the castle fields and then entered the forest. Ryazaki saw them leaving. Goodbye, Ryazaki said. Now, to take the others out. Already far from the castle, Kageru and the boy continued their way, until they heard an enormous uproar. The housemaid turned the horse and they could saw the castle from the place they were standing. A huge fox monster was attacking the castle, destroying all the trees around it. Kageru's face became B. She quickly covered the boy's face. Tears appeared on her eyes, while seeing the 9-tailed monster everything. She decided to get to Konoha the fast as she could. What was that big doggy? The baby asked. Kajiru didn't answer. Why was it on our house? And daddy? Don't worry, Kajiru was crying. Konoha's main gate appeared on in front of them. Everything is going to be alright. In the middle of the night, Sandaime was called by a ninja who informed him about Kajiru's arrival. The Hokage met her a little after. So, it happened? Sandaime asked. They were on Sandaime's house living room. Kajiru was sat on the sofa, while the young boy was sleeping with his head on her lap. Ryazaki-sama told you to speak with you, Kajiru looked to the baby. I need to protect my prince. Please, Hokage-sama. We will find you a house for you and the baby to live. Are you sure you don't want to take him to the castle? Sandaime asked. He's already going to pass the rest of his life there when he had a child, so, there is no use in take him there now. Kajiru looked to the baby again. I'll look over him until he gets big enough to handle himself, then, I'll go back to the castle and get everything ready for when young prince decides to go there. Me and my students will go to the castle and see if there is any survivor. Please, rest a little while waiting for the news. Sandaime advised. Kajiru smiled to him. Both me and the young prince are very thankful. Kajiru said. Meanwhile, don't refer to the boy as young prince, please. The villagers may found out strange. Sandaime asked. Understood, Kajiru said. 3 years later, far from there, in a small island in the middle of the ocean, a blonde man dressed in white and silver was waiting for a boat. He had a big beard with braids and a hat with the kanji for moon on it. Near him was a very well-dressed man with orange hair. He appeared to be a very important person and it was taller than the blonde man. A small Viking wooden boat ported on the beach. A 14-year-old girl with red hair jumped from the boat. She was wearing a huge white coat. She had entrancing blue eyes and appeared to be very tired. The girl was carrying a big bag. She stopped near the two men. So, Suren, how was the mission? The orange-haired man asked. The girl looked to him. Have you? In this bag are the heads of the Owl Country's king and all his family. Suren threw the bag to the ground. Where are your father and your other companions? The blonde-haired man asked. They fulfilling the duty. Suren said, sad. Sorry, Tsukikage-sama. The important is that you've made the mission. The Owl Country's king was seeing my country's income. You deserve to have all the money I had paid for this job. The orange-haired man said. I, the Rabbit Country's king, felicitate you for that. I don't need that, Suren said. Give me the money. I guess my mother needs it. The men looked to each other and then looked down. What's wrong? You forget the money. I may warn you I don't work for free. I prefer to be sitting on the sofa seeing some soap opera instead of heading to a far country to Ka king. The Tsukikage looked to her. You see, Suren, your mother already had the baby, the Tsukikage started. Good, she is going to be so busy she won't have time to be crying for father. I hate hearing cries, Suren said. The Tsukikage was sending her a sad look. What? Your mother's in childbirth. The Tsukikage informed. Suren's eyes opened wide. I guess the only cry you're going to hear is from your little brother. He is in the hospital. We were waiting for your arrival. Suren appeared to be annoyed. You've got to be kidding me. I'm a Junin. I don't. You won't receive missions for the next 2 years. The Tsukikage informed. You will take care of your brother. You must understand. This also will be very bad for the Hidden Moon, especially after the Norse countries find out about your performance on this mission. I won't be able to send you on missions that could make us win millions. I hope you to remind this. Yeah, Suren left. The king and the Tsukikage stayed looking for her. That girl is going to make you small fortunes. The king said. I know that. The Tsukikage said. I never saw such a genius in my entire life. She's worthy of carrying the Minamoto's bee. Suren walked off the village until she reaches the hospital. She stopped at the receptionist desk. The nurse recognized her. Oh, Suren-san, we were waiting for you, please, follow me. The nurse got up and drove Suren to the baby's room. He is that one on the last cradle. Suren went near her brother, seeing him sleeping peacefully. Did my mother give him a name? Suren asked. No, she was waiting your father's arrival. The nurse told. Suren continued staring at her brother. I'm going to call him. Suren looked to the roof. The nurse was looking to her. Well, I guess I'm going to remember something. Suren looked to the nurse. Get me a pillow, a small blanket and an empty fruits basket. Why? The nurse asked. Suren sent her a bad look. The nurse became scared. I asked you to bring them, not to question me about them. Hurry. Suren complained. The nurse left. Stupid nurse. Minutes later, Suren left the hospital with the fruits basket on her hand. The Tsukikage crossed her way. He was walking with two young blonde 6-year-old twins. Suren just passed him, ignoring him completely. The Tsukikage turned back. Why are you carrying your brother on a fruits basket? The Tsukikage asked. Suren stopped. I love fruit, Suren said. Why are you having a walk with your daughters? Well, they are my children, what were you expecting? Tsukikage asked. Suren didn't answer. Now that your parents are what do you intend to do? She answered. The Tsukikage didn't know what to say. His daughter made a noise as if making was disgusting. Suren sent him a bad look. They became scared and hid behind their father. I'm going to have a beer. She left. That girl is not normal, a beer. The Tsukikage was astonished. We don't like her, the twins said. Suren entered in a tavern, sat on the balcony and put the fruits basket on it. The place was very dark. The tables were made in wood that appeared to be humid. The walls were also dark because of the humidity and the smell of smoke and beer was all over the place. Some big bearded men were having the drinks when they stopped to look over Suren. The tavern's owner went near her, from inside the balcony. What will it be, miss? The man asked. He was bald but also had beard. I want a double-size beer and some lupins, please. Suren said. Two men sit near her, with a tricky look. So, Suren-chan, I heard you came back. One of the mad said. Suren decided not to look to them, continuing staring the bottles in the cases of the bar. Don't you wanna to go on a walk with me? What do you have on this basket? The other man said, lifting the blanket. It's a baby. Oh, small Suren is already a mother. Really? The first man put his face near Suren's. Don't you wanna have a ride with us? A warm ride. The only ride you're going to have is to the hospital. Suren said, without looking to them. You have 3 seconds to stop touching me, or I'll blow your brain, ups. Sorry, you have none. You small bee. The man screamed. Your father is not here to protect you, so. The two men fell on the ground, unconscious. The tavern's owner was looking to them, with 2 beers on his hands. Oh, Suren-chan, next time try to kick them outside. Now I've got to clean it. The tavern man said. Why are men so stupid? Suren asked. The Junon had her lunch and went back to her house. It was an ordinary house, with a bit of Japanese and Norse style. Suren entered and sat on the sofa, placing the fruits basket near her. She lay down and turned on the TV, to see some soap opera. After a while, she looked to the basket again, seeing her brother sleeping. What I'm going to call you? Suren asked. The baby made some adorable noises. I better choose a good name, and try to make you not stupid. What will it be? She continued looking to the TV. The first name I saw on the TV, it's going to be yours. Wish yourself good luck. 16 years had passed since Suren got her new brother, and inside of the same house we've just left, a 16-year-old ginger spiky-haired boy was sleeping on his bed. He still had his clothes on, some black gloves, a black shirt with a white N and black trousers. The teenager had 4 L on his nose, 2 in each side. He was sleeping so peacefully, until. Oh you lazy butt. The door of his bedroom The boy woke up so startled he fell from the bed. A 30-year-old woman appeared on the bedroom. She had such a long red hair that reached her knees. Her blue eyes had the same color as the sea and her skin appeared very young for her age. She had a L on her lower lip and on her right eyebrow. She was wearing a very large t-shirt, about 3 numbers larger than the one her sized, and some blue pirate jeans very tight. Get up. We need to have breakfast. The boy grabbed the sheets and covered himself, trying to sleep on the ground. Have it yourself. The boy complained. I'm not going to make one for you. I was not asking that. The woman said. How were you intending to make me some food if all of our dishes, glasses and cups are dirty, waiting for you to clean them? Come on, get up. I just came from a week-long mission an hour ago, I need to sleep. The boy raised up his head, looking to the woman. He had some unique green-gray eyes. Can't you have breakfast alone? You can sleep what you want after having breakfast. The woman said, as a medical ninja I may warn you that the breakfast is the most important meal for ninja. So get up quickly, I have a meeting with that old stupid and perverted man that calls himself my boss. The boy got up, yawning. Why are you always like this, Suren? The boy asked. Because I'm your cute older sister, my cute little brother, Doryokugan, she said. The boy didn't appear to be happy. What? You know I hate that name, don't you? Doryokugan said. She looked to him. You were lucky. The next program was going to be doentary about big and bad smelling flowers, so don't complain. Go ahead, let's go. Suren said. The two walked through the streets in the middle of the autumn. Leaves were falling and filling the ground with warm bronze tones. Suren and Doryokugan entered in the tavern the woman went when she was young. The place hadn't changed a bit. It continued to be frequented by old and drunk men only. Suren and her brother sat on the bar. The barman appeared and looked to them. I want 4 double-sized beer and a big sandwiches with ham, cheese, tomato and lettuce. Suren asked. The barman looked to Doryokugan. Brother will have a large mug of milk and coffee and bread with butter. Doryokugan looked angry to her. What? You need to grow. You're small. I was not complaining because I'm small. I'm complaining because I'm sick and tired of having you ordering my meals. Doryokugan complained. She smiled. Humph. As long as I'm the senin and the one making more money, you'll do as I say. So shut your cute little brother's mouth and take your breakfast. Suren said. Doryokugan was groaning a lot. The barman gave them their breakfast. If you continue drinking alcohol like that, you're going to get cirrhosis. Doryokugan said. She simply ignored it. What time was your meeting with the Tsukikage? 9 o'clock, she said. He looked to the bar's watch. It marked 11:30. Aren't you a little late? One of the good things of being a woman is that you're never late. She answered. A big bearded man appeared near Suren. He was so huge that could shadow half the tavern. Hello, Suren. Wanna go for a ride? The man asked. He had such a huge smell of alcohol that could make anyone go sick with his breath. Suren ignored him. Come on. How long can a woman live without getting laid? That's the answer I'm trying to get. Suren said. Now, if you excuse me, I wanna have my breakfast. Don't be like that. The man touched her shoulder. She sent him such a scary look that only her K intent was strong enough to make that big guy flee. Doryokugan looked to her. Why are you so mean? Doryokugan asked. She looked to him. I have no time to waste with men. Suren said. Come on, they're so stupid that if I tell them we have a huge pile of dishes to wash at our kitchen, they'll go there and just do it. They are stupid. She got up. I'm going to see that old man. I hope you to finish that breakfast. The barman will tell me if you don't. Why do you think I'll do it? Doryokugan asked. Because I'm big and you're small, I'm smart and you're not, I'm a senin while you're a mere junin, and because I make the most money. She answered. Doryokugan always got angry when she said that. As I told you, you're my cute little brother, so you'll do as I say. Suren left the tavern. Doryokugan turned back to the barman. When will she get a husband and stop annoying me? Doryokugan asked. Don't be like that. Isuki has a strange way to show her love. The barman said. Doryokugan looked to him and bit the bread. I know. Nevertheless, she could get a husband. Doryokugan said. In that moment, 2 blonde 22-years-old blonde ladies entered in the tavern. They were so well dressed that they seemed decentralized from the atmosphere. Both have big hair tied up in 2 bunches and light blue eyes. They appeared to be twins and were very shy. Are you sure this is the place? The one dressed in blue asked. It doesn't seem to be like a meeting place for a stylist. He said he would meet us at 11:30 on Thor's mug, and here we are. The one dressed in pink said. Let's ask the barman, he may know something. The two went to the balcony. Excuse me, the blue-dressed girl asked. Could you please tell me? She continued speaking to the barman, while the pink-dressed girl looked aside and saw Doryokugan eating his breakfast. He hasn't noticed her, but she definitely noticed him. Who is this funny boy? I never saw him before. He is kind of cute. You're a funny little boy, aren't you? The pink-dressed girl asked. Doryokugan was caught by surprise and looked to her. He blushed immediately. She looked like a model and was so well dressed he didn't even know what to say. So, cute boy, What's your name? Ryokugan was only used to be with his sister, which was a woman who never dressed or behaved like one, and now he was in front of a pretty woman and wordless. My name, Ryokugan was so blushed and embarrassed he couldn't spell his name, especially because it was very big. I'm Algrim Frigg, she said, getting closer to him. Do you usually come here? You don't have big beards like the other men in here, actually, you have none. So, what's your name? I'm Dal. The boy was so embarrassed that he poured out his milk all over the balcony. Frigg laughed quietly, hiding her laugh with her hand. I'm sorry, Ryokugan was so nervous he didn't know what to do. I'll help you clean. The barman and the other woman looked to him. Don't mind. I'm the barman. I always end up cleaning everything. The barman said. Ryokugan looked to him. Then, thanks, Ryokugan said. She continued looking to him, without taking her eyes, making the boy more embarrassed. I haven't heard your name yet. She put her hand on his leg and her eyes right in front of his. Ryokugan was feeling lots of things, but nothing known to him. And sir, she was moving her painted lips so softly that was making Ryokugan's shyness even bigger. Your name, cute boy? Ryokugan looked aside, shaking a little. I'm Ryokugan, he answered. She looked to him, a little surprised. What a big and peculiar name. I never heard it before. Frigg said. Is it to match with your unique eyes? Ryokugan was bidding his hands, trying to control himself. I guess I've already saw eyes like those before, but I don't remember where. My little girls. A man dressed in pink entered in the tavern. All the other men laughed quietly, mocking of him. His hairstyle made him have something that looked like cat ears on the head. I was waiting for you. I need my 2 best models to defile my next season collection. Then, why have we met here? The blue-dressed girl asked. That's because I was appointed to make the new Ornulu uniform and I needed to get inspiration, and what better place could I choose to get it, than the place where most of the men ninjas come. The stylist spoke in a very odd way and had lots of tics while speaking. Let's go the atelier, Friggheim, Fullerheim. The women looked to him. Frigg looked back to Ryokugan. He quickly became nervous again. I want to see you again. Frigg whispered at Ryokugan's ear. You're very cute. She took a card from her purse and put it on the boy's end. Phone me. She his face. He was sweating a lot. Bye, Ryokugan-kun. The twins and the stylist left. Already outside, Fuller turned to Frigg. Why were you talking to that dude? Fuller asked. Frigg smiled. He was very cute, and besides, Frigg remembered his eyes. He seemed special. Special? Fuller asked. He is a kid. Yeah, a cute, special kid. Frigg said. He was so shy that was kind of funny. I bet he never had a girlfriend. Fuller said. Frigg looked to her. Near there, in the Tsukikage's mansion, the cage was really desperate, waiting for Isuki. The door scaring the old man. Oi, old geezer. Isuki screamed and walked near him, making an annoyed face. What? You're not yet. When are you expecting to so I can become Tsukikage? The Tsukikage was really angry. I've important things to deal with you. When are you going to get some discipline? The Tsukikage complained. Isuki sat on his table, grabbing a book and reading it, ignoring the old man. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. Suren acted as if he was not there. Oi, are you listening to me? Are you intending to make me Tsukikage? Suren asked. The old man was really angry. I'd rather the Tsukikage said. Suren smiled, putting his face right in front of his. I can arrange that, she said. He gazed at her, angry, but then he looked down, blushing a lot. She became annoyed. Are you looking to my bee again? No. The Tsukikage quickly looked up. Anyway, getting back to the point. He looked to her. Please, take your bottom out of my table. Why? You'll look at it, Suren asked. Of course not, I'm a gentleman. The Tsukikage said. Then I have nothing to fear, she said, and remained over the table. The Tsukikage was really angry. I'm going to punish you. What's the point of having a senin if you continue to disrespect me? I'll give you no more missions, so, you're going to be broken. You'll kneel down before me, asking for forgiveness. The Tsukikage said. Suren laughed out loud. You can't be serious, can you? She asked. I'm the best ninja in all the Hidden Moon and the one the kings from the northern continent always ask for making their missions. As forward, as long as I'm the strongest, if you see my mission, you'll also see a very important piece of the moon's financial income. The Tsukikage was really pissed. Plus, since your daughters are such airheads, they haven't chosen a next Tsukikage, so, if I'll be Tsukikage. Frigg hates you. She will never let you be Tsukikage. The Tsukikage said. Surin smiled. Unfortunately for you, if and Frigg doesn't get married, according to the rules made by Rodolphe, I'll be Tsukikage, so, Surin smiled victoriously. I really pray for the day someone defeats you, so I can have a new Sennin and stop hearing you bragging about yourself. The Tsukikage said. There will never be such a day. And once Frigg Heim is a good-for-nothing model, she will never find a proper husband. You're doomed to make me the new Cage, Surin said. They heard someone knocking on the door. A blonde 19-years-old boy appeared. He looked a lot like the Tsukikage, but younger. He was wearing the Hidden Moon's blue vest and appeared to be sick. Surin noticed immediately he was not okay. Father, the boy said and began coughing a lot. Surin went near him. What's wrong, Gabriel? The Tsukikage asked. Surin noticed he was B from the mouth. The boy fainted, but was caught by Isuki. Gabriel. The Tsukikage ran to them. Isuki was already making her medical ninjutsu. Is he fine? What's wrong with him? This deceases, Surin said. The B veins of his lungs are blowing. The Tsukikage became scared. It can't be. Can you do something to avoid that? The Tsukikage asked. I can try to make new ones, but the B pressure will blow them again. If you want him to live, I need to look over him every day and rebuild the veins. Surin warned. The Tsukikage was looking to his child. I'll let you do it. Please, save me, child. The Tsukikage begged. Surin looked to him and put the boy at her back, as if she was playing piggyback. I'll need to treat him. I don't know the cure, so, for now I can only rebuild his veins. Surin explained. The Tsukikage was looking to his child. Please. My son is everything to me, please, the Tsukikage begged once more. Surin looked to his eyes. I'll try even more than my best, Tsukikage-sama. She said and left. At night, Doyokugan was on the beach, looking for the sky. The limitless blue was filled with stars and the moon was heading for its full phase. The boy closed his eyes and started making some hand seals. The water started becoming hotter and boiling. It was very warm for a night. Doyokugan continued trying to focus his chakra. He started to feel the water burning his skin, but decided to continue. The heat was insufferable. Doyokugan ceased the jutsu. There must be a way to not burn myself. Doyokugan said to himself. I can also manipulate water, maybe I can use it to get my body cold. After all, if I use not only my chakra's energy but also the energy of the water. The boy remembered something and a smile appeared on his face. It will begin to freeze enough to make me safe for the heat, but not enough to freeze me. Doyokugan started making hand seals again and a water barrier appeared around him. Next day, Surin was on the hospital again to rebuild Gabriel's veins. The Junin was looking for her while she was healing. This is useless, Gabriel sadly said. Surin didn't look to him. You'll need to do this to me every day, sooner or later you'll take a mission, and I'm searching for a way to cure you definitely, without needing for healing. Surin answered. Gabriel looked to her. But it is going to take a very long time. It's very hard, once your Beat is the one causing the pressure. Gabriel looked aside. I heard yours and Doyokugan's companions were K during the last mission. Gabriel sadly sighed. They caught them by surprise, when Dario and I reached the place, only their B were left behind. Gabriel told. Dario got so mad he went all by himself after the guys and K everybody. Then, we went after the guys paying the ninjas we were battling and K them, such as their friends and families. Everybody was K. That's why our mission took so long. Surin was looking to him. Dario possess a heart of blades none in the moon has. Doyokugan always pissed out very easily, especially if his friends were involved. The medical nin said. He is becoming very strong. Gabriel affirmed. Surin didn't appear surprised. He is developing a new technique. Gabriel looked to Surin. She looked him in the eyes. You should have seen him. It was awesome. The best jutsu I've ever seen. Not even from my dad I saw something so amazing. It burned everything. Doyokugan is just a kid, just like you. Surin said, continuing expressionless. You say that because you haven't seen anything even better and stronger before, you guys still have a long way to go. Gabriel looked to her and then looked down. The seinen noticed he blushed. Are you looking to my B? Gabriel blushed even more. No. I just. Gabriel was really embarrassed. Suren got up. If you have time to look at me, that means you're fine. The seinen said. I need to have my breakfast. You're free to go. The woman left. Someplace else in the hidden moon, Doryokugan was having his breakfast, looking to the sea. He was thinking how to improve more his new jutsu, while looking for the gulls flying in the clear blue sky and hearing the sound of the waves. Maybe with this jutsu, I can. Doryokugan-kun. Someone called. Doryokugan blushed a lot. He slowly looked aside and saw a blonde girl with a lace-trimmed dress much elaborated. She was so well dressed she appeared to have come from a fashion exhibition. The Junin completely lost his ability to speak. What are you doing here so early? Doryokugan looked to the ground, very nervous. The girl noticed. Could I get a hello? Hello. Frigheim. The ninja said. She smiled. My sister is going to be busy all the afternoon with some photographs for the next fall catalog, so. I came searching for you to see if you wanna go for a walk with me. Frigg asked. The boy slowly looked to her, hiding his head between his shoulders. The woman found him so cute while he was making that face. He really is cute, Frigg thought, and there is something about his eyes I desperately want to know. He looks so innocent. It is the first time I've seen a man with a look like his. Frigg came closer. Doryokugan blushed even more. I'm sure you're going to enjoy our walk. What do you say? Doryokugan didn't know what to say. Frigg put her hand above his, interlacing her fingers with his. The Junin started breathing faster. He was feeling something new and wonderful. What is this? I never tasted something like this. Why do I like being so close to her? Her fingers look so soft and she smells so sweet and she is wonderful and she is so fond and she. Doryokugan continued looking to her. Please come. Frigg asked, coming closer to him, lowering her head. Doryokugan looked up to her. I need to practice a new technique. Doryokugan said. She looked to him. Frigg smiled. A new technique? Frigg asked enthusiastically. Doryokugan looked to her. I love seeing people practicing ninjutsu. Do you mind if I see it? Doryokugan blushed even more. I guess not. Feel free, Frigheim. The young teenager said and went to the beach. Frigg sat on the wall and stared him. The Junin entered in the sea and started making hand seals. A water-round barrier appeared around him and started freezing, while the water surrounding him started boiling with the fast increase of the temperature. Frigg's look changed while looking to the boy. He is using fire manipulation to make the heat increase and he is using the sunlight to spread it faster, Frigg whispered, continued looking. He is also using water manipulation to profit the energy the water loses when turning into ice and uses it to make the temperature increase even more. What an amazing technique. Doryokugan continued doing the technique, making the environment very hot. Frigg started sweating a lot. On the other side, the young Junin was freezing due to the temperature on the water surrounding him. Frigg noticed it. Doryokugan ceased the jutsu and fell on the water. The heat disappeared and the temperature went back to normal. The Junin was breathing hardly looking to the water of the sea under him. My body freezes very fast, my body will knock out like it did in the last mission when I tried to perform it, what am I missing? Doryokugan got up and was about to make the hand seals again, but Frigg called. He quickly blushed. You're relying too much on water manipulation. Frigg said. The boy was caught by surprise. Try to increase the environment temperature by increasing the amount of your chakra you use in the fire manipulation. But, I've also tried that way and I ended up burnt. Doryokugan said. Frigg stared him for a while. My chakra travels very fast due to the sunlight and ends up coming out more than I expected and I'm also hit by the jutsu. That because the sunlight is too strong. Frigg noticed. Doryokugan looked to her. Ever tried with the moonlight? The Junin stared her open-eyed. But, the moonlight couldn't be that strong. It will be if it is a full moon. Frigg said and smiled. Doryokugan noticed her eyes were a little different. The full moon will be in 2 days, try it and I can assure you, you will surprise everyone. I'll try. I've got nothing to lose, Doryokugan said. Frigg smiled, but something pushed her to the ground. The woman fell on the sand. Ryokugan looked worried to her and a little shocked too. There you are. Surin appeared in the place Frigg was. The Junin looked to her. You're in big trouble, young bastard. I've searched everywhere for you. I want you to make me a soup, so be fast. She noticed her brother turn to Frigg, helping her taking the sand out of her dress. Oh, it's Friggheim. What are you doing on the beach? Trying to fill your empty head with wind. It's not going to work, Friggheim. You've borne a donkey and you'll S as one. How dare you, you arrogant. Frigg was going to insult her, but Surin smiled. Are you going to lose your class, Friggheim? Surin asked. Frigg was groaning from the inside. Ryokugan looked angry to his sister. Why are you talking to her like that? The boy complained. Surin noticed. She has made you no harm. Shut up. Surin calmly said. She is a stupid bee who thinks of nothing more than dress and haircuts. You shouldn't be talking to her. I'm still trying to find if her dumbness, once it is too big, could be contagious. You arrogant filthy woman. Frigg insulted. How could Dad ever make you a senin? Because, unlike you, I've talent and I don't rely on a stupid lineage that allows me to choose leaders. Surin screamed. You're just a spoiled little brat who never was and never will be good for anything. Tears appeared on Frigg's eyes. Yeah, go cry for Daddy's arms. That's the only thing you always were good about. Don't talk to her like that. Ryokugan said, defending Frigg again. You shouldn't talk to her like that just because you can't be Tsukikage. Surin didn't like to see her brother defending Frigg. How dare you raise your voice to me? Believe me, that girl is good for nothing. Surin complained. Ryokugan didn't move aside. You're standing against me. The boy stared her. Surin closed her eyes and sighed. She quickly moved her hand to punch her brother, but he stopped her with his hand. Surin was surprised with his speed, but showed no expression. I'll not allow you to disrespect Friggheim in front of me. She is my princess and the one who's going to choose my new leader. You have no right to harm her or speak so politelis to her. Ryokugan said. Surin stared him in the eyes. You know, brother, you have a huge problem. Isuki said. Ryokugan continued looking to her. You're loyal, you're as loyal as a wolf is its pack. You're so loyal that even if you're doing the wrong thing, you won't quit, because you swear not to. That's, cute little brother, your biggest defect. I don't see any problem with being loyal to those I respect and swear to do so. Ryokugan said. Believe, one day you'll see, if you continue to think like that, you'll see how being loyal can hurt you. Surin said. Stay with her, if it is that what you want to, but my soup won't be cooked by itself. The senin left. Ryokugan looked to Frigg. Sorry for my sister's behavior, Friggheim. The Junin made a bow. Frigg blushed a little. It's incredible how you two can be siblings, Frigg said. Ryokugan looked to her. You're so polite and that sister of yours is. Frigg made a sick face. I cannot find a polite word to describe her. Sorry. Ryokugan was about to left, but Frigg grabbed him by the arm. What? Finish your jutsu, please, Frigg asked. Ryokugan looked to her. The 2 days have passed very fast. Ryokugan trained day and night and was now on the same beach he trained every day, under a big and shiny full moon that bright so much that was able to obscure the stars. The Junin was looking to the moon and then looked to his hands. So, let's try. Ryokugan started making hand seals. On the village, everybody was on their homes when they started to feel very hot. In the Tsukikage's home, Frigg and Fuller were on Gabriel's room, taking care of him, along with their father. They also noticed the quick increase in the heat. Isn't getting very hot for an autumn's night? The Tsukikage asked. He noticed Gabriel's eyes opened wide. What? It's that jutsu, Gabriel said and looked to the window, all followed his eyes. A red moon shined over the island. What is that? The Tsukikage asked, very astonished. That chakra, where is it coming from? He went to the window and looked to the beach. It's Sjöven's brother. What in the name of Odin is he doing? The Tsukikage left the room running. On the other side, Surin was sitting on the sofa watching her daily marathon of soap operas. She also felt the heat, but ignored it and continued watching TV. Someone knocked at the door. I seriously hope it not to be a seller. Surin got up, already sweating a little, and opened the door. It was one of the Junins of the village, sweating like a horse. Isuki-sama, your brother, the man said. She became worried. What happened with him? He is the one causing the heat wave, the man difficultly said, choking because of the high temperature. That fool. I told him not to play with his fire chakra ability. Let's show him how the big boys play. Surin left and went to the beach. A lot of shinobis were near the big amount of sand watching the jutsu, but none was able to step forward and stop the Junin. Surin appeared. Surin, the Tsukikage called. She didn't look to him. Please, you need to do something. You're our specialist on water-type chakra manipulation. She continued looking to her brother. I hope that after tonight you recognize that I'm better than everybody else and that I deserve to be the new leader. Surin underlined and stepped forward. Always saying you're men and then fearing a kid. Men really are stupid. Ryokugan looked to his sister. The one I was waiting for, he said to himself. Let's see how strong I have really become. Surin started making hand seals. Suten. Endured great downpour. Surin screamed. Clouds covered the sky over the island and it started to rain. The Senin smiled, but her brother also showed his teeth. It's not raining here. Ryokugan alerted. She gazed him. I'm not going to let your chakra to spread all around us. Ryokugan started making more seals. World's tribute to Balder. Suten. Rain of tears. It started raining even harder and in two directions. The hidden moon ninjas were looking to them. A big beard man looked to the Tsukikage. Tsukikage dono, if both jutsu do the same, why are they named different? The man asked. The Tsukikage continued looking to the two siblings. Sjöven's attack can increase the humidity of the air, enabling her to move far faster. Ryokugan developed his jutsu inspired by his sister. Once he is also water-type chakra, he can also move faster, but his jutsu has another ability. The Tsukikage explained. When the god Balder everybody in Earth asked for him to come back, but Hel said only if every single creature cried for him, that she would send him back to the world of the living. So, everybody in Earth cried, except for Loki, who envied Balder. The rain of tears had tears of everybody in Earth and so, it could locate everybody. That's its main ability. Ryokugan can locate everybody touched by the rain and sense his strength by it. He is using his own rain to determine Sjöven's true power. So, he already felt it, why isn't he giving up? Isuki-sama is far stronger than him, she is the one kings choose to make their missions. The Tsukikage continued looking to them. Ryokugan, are you reserving us a surprise or are you just losing our time? The Tsukikage whispered. It's just a question of seconds, Surin said and started making hand seals. The water of the sea near her started moving around her and took the shape of a wolf. Suten. Ornulu's bath no jutsu. The wolf jumped over Ryokugan, but turned into vapor before it could hit him. What? How? Since when have you become an expert at fire manipulation? You always were much better with water. You know, you always were my measuring stick. Ryokugan said. Surin stared him. All my life I wanted to become stronger than you, stronger than the strongest, that's what I want to be. That's why, tonight, I'm going to defeat you. The Senin saw certain and guts on his eyes. Even you, my cute older sister, will fear my power, after all, I'm the source of it. Ryokugan means, source of power. The young teenager started making hand seals. Kaiten. Suki no ho no jutsu. Ryokugan's words resound in the beach as if they were spelled by a god. The downpours stopped and the water it brought quickly disappeared from the island with the heat. Surin didn't appear to be very happy. You're not stronger than me. The Senin said. Suten. Ornulu's wave no jutsu. The sea water took the shape of a wolf that quickly turned into a wave. The Junin smiled. That's nothing. He moved his hand and pointed to his sister. It was as if the heat got all concentrated in the same place, causing the water to boil and making a huge pressure over the Sjöven's remaining water. The heat started to affect her a lot. The Senin didn't give up and concentrated more chakra, creating an even bigger wave and redirecting it to her brother. Ryokugan was so focused in destroy the wave he ended up being hit by it. Surin smiled seeing her brother falling into the sea. See, little brother, you still have a long way to go. Surin said, breathing with difficulty due to the hot. Ryokugan got out of the water, using his chakra to maintain on the top of it. Let's go home. You need to clean the house. Everybody on the beach was watching, thinking Surin has won. She decided to make sure she was victorious and decided to make another jutsu. The water took the shape of another wolf and she hit the Junin. Ryokugan fell inside of the water again. He tried to go back on top, but the pressure from his sister's jutsu and the amount of chakra she was using disabled him. All the shinobis clapped her. And so, is this it? Surin asked. Ryokugan got out of the water again, with B falling from his mouth. Isuki stared him for a while and was ready to perform the jutsu. She grabbed some needles and threw them to her brother, but he deflected them with his kunai. Surin made more hand seals and the needles head back to him. This is, Ryokugan said, surprised. You used your hair to transport your chakra and to be able to control the needles as if they were puppets. The boy made some hand seals. Kaiten. Hell's fire wheel no jutsu, the ghost of the ancient goddess appeared behind Ryokugan and his fire wheel burned the needles and heated even more the sea, making Suki no Ho even strongest. You little, Surin difficultly said. He knew I was going to use my hair to lock his body and to send my Valkyrian K through it, that's why he has used such burning technique. Even being my chakra from water type, that jutsu also had magic, that's why, even with my water chakra protecting the hair, it burned. Surin was amazed with her brother's ability to think quickly and to answer her moves. I can't breathe, it's too hot, she thought while looking to her brother. He uses the heat as an advantage to make the foe suffer and lose its ability to think, plus, the range of this jutsu is huge, the entire island felt it. The Sennin did not give herself so easily, she continued performing water jutsus, but Ryokugan was prepared to them. I saw you battling all my life. I know all your water moves, that's why I'm reducing the amount of water on the atmosphere surrounding us. You won't be able to move as faster as you should, plus, I can use the heat to almost teleport near you and to spread my chakra more easily. Ryokugan said. He moved both his hands. His chakra surrounding all the area took the shape of a giant wolf. Surin noticed the amount of chakra was outrageous. This is culminate of my technique. What? She exclaimed and quickly made a jutsu. Suten. Heimdall Water Fortress. A massive water barrier appeared all around her. Amazing. The Tsukikage sighed. I never saw such a lethal jutsu before, not even I would be able to stop it. The man smiled. And by the looks of it not even Isuki. That means, now there is someone stronger than her. He smiled even more. A new Sennin has born. Pity, Isuki, you're not going to be Tsukikage after all. What a relief. Surin was using all her chakra to stop the fire wolf, but Ryokugan was also using all he got. I can't lose. Ryokugan screamed. I will become stronger. I'll surpass you and all the ones who came before you. Surin fell on her knees, but continued to hold a water barrier. The heat continued. Some of the trees with yellow leaves started burning. Frigg, Fuller and Gabriel were watching everything by the window. I can't believe it. He actually completed the jutsu. Gabriel exclaimed, very excited. That's my Dario. Amazing. How can such a young kid beat that big-headed crude woman? Fuller asked. He is not just a kid. Frigg said. Gabriel and Fuller looked to her. He is. Frigg stared him deeply. My heart calls for him, that power, I sense it, just like my visions told me, the man that I'll love with all my heart makes his signature today. Surin continued holding for a long time. Her resistance was praiseworthy and she was living her name, making an outstanding exhibition of power, while many in the beach already fainted due to the hot. Everybody was watching expectantly. Ryokugan also didn't give up. I'll not lose, I cannot. Surin thought. If I lose here, I'll never be able to become Tsukikage. I cannot. I will not, to my cute little brother, Surin screamed. Ryokugan continued staring her and holding the jutsu. Sister, I'll win. I've trained for that. I cannot show mercy, even to the woman that took care of me as if she was my mother. Ryokugan thought. Surin ran out of chakra. After all, she whispered before she was hit by the fire wolf. I was really able to raise a real man. Surin fainted over the ocean. Ryokugan continued looking to her. She didn't get up. He ceased the jutsu. Surin continued drowning in the sea. The boy ran to her. Sister. Sister. Ryokugan held her on his arms. She was completely knocked out. I just wanted to. Congratulations, Minamoto Ryokugan. The Tsukikage appeared near him. You've defeated your sister. He looked down. According to the Hidden Moon's laws, a ninja from this village that defeats a Sennin in battle also becomes a Sennin. The boy quickly looked to him, anxious. The Tsukikage smiled. After this jutsu, there is only one color that could be added to your name. May I be the first one to congratulate you for your promotion, Akatsuki. The man raised his hand to the new young Sennin. Akatsuki. Ryokugan looked to his sister and then back to Frigg's father, smiling. I like the sound of it. I really do. Akatsuki, it really has the style of the name that will be recognized everywhere. Kilometers from there, a dozen of shinobis perished on the ground. B painted the black-green grass of a full moon's night. Another shinobi was shivering with fear, staring at Konoha's Anbu in front of him. The man grabbed an odd-shaped kunai from the ground. Tears appeared on his eyes and he cried with terror. Get away from me. The adult man cried like a young kid. You're a monster. The Anbu continued staring him. There is no way a human could move so fast. Go away. Go away. Go away. The Anbu disappeared. The shinobi only saw a yellow light and then nothing more but the darkness of the night and his fallen comrades. Where are you? That flash, was the same flash that appeared and came. My comrades, where are you? The shinobi was so pissed with fear, he fell on the ground. Please, spare me, I beg you. Tears and run filled his face. Please. You want me to spare you? The Anbu asked, appearing behind the shinobi. His blonde hair had silver tones reflecting the moon's bright. The shinobi looked back, with his lower lip trembling a lot. Please, man that walks with a yellow flash, I beg you, spare me. The shinobi grabbed the Anbu's trousers. Spare me. You're attacking my country, I'll kill you. The Anbu assured, taking out a kunai. No, please, let me live. I'll go back to my country and tell them about you. The shinobi said, crying even more. I'll tell them to fear the yellow flash of Konoha and I'll tell them about your abilities. The feudal lord will understand, he will quit if he found out that someone in Konoha can kill 100 of people in less than a second. Please. Let me live. You're free to go. The Anbu said. The man looked to him. Go. The man smiled overjoyed. Thank you. You're very gentle. Thank you so much. The man quickly ran away. The Anbu remained in the same place. The man hid in the woods. He looked back to the Anbu. You really dumb. The shinobi raised his hand with the odd-shaped kunai. Your caring will be your doom. He whispered within the woods. He threw the kunai. B fell on the ground. The shinobi felt his heart stopping. He looked up and noticed the Anbu used the odd kunai to nail him in the heart. How? The shinobi whispered, falling. Are you a descendant from the gods? You. Yellow flash, the man S. The Anbu took out his kunai from the body of the shinobi. Mission completed, he said. Time to go back and inform Hokage-sama. The Anbu departed. The morning sun was already heating the leaves on Konoha's trees when our Anbu entered the Hokage's office. A middle-aged man, smoking his pipe, looked to the Anbu, while reading the report he made about his mission. Oh, I'm surprised, Minato. The man exclaimed. Your performance in this mission against the Wind Country was superb. Thank you, Hokage-sama. The Anbu said, taking out his mask. He had an adorable face and enchanting blue eyes. I'm going to give you a week off before your next mission. The Hokage informed. Minato looked to him, smiling. What is it going to be? Minato asked. As you may have noticed, not only Konoha but the entire Fire Country is short on food. Sandaime reported. The Anbu listened him carefully. The Lighting Country is taking advantage of his geographical position to prevent food to enter the rest of the continent, keeping it all inside under the orders of the feudal lord. Not only our country will suffer with this, but also, once they have the food, they have most of the income. Your mission will be sneaking inside the Lightning Country. The Hokage made a brief pause. Minato continued staring him. And the feudal lord. The feudal lord? Minato asked, surprised. How can we be sure the Lighting Country will stop its closing politics? That's why your success in this mission will be crucial. It will show the Lighting Country we have the power to enter their lands and kill their leaders. They'll realize they're in danger and open back their frontiers to trade. The Hokage explained. Minato realized his mission held the future of his country. Do you accept it? Sure, Minato assured. How can I improve if I don't jump into an upper level? Sandaime smiled. You're free to go. Sarutobi said. Minato made a bow and left. The Anbu walked off the village when he saw a familiar face. The man smiled to another man about 30 years old with big white spike hair. So, I heard you've completed your new jutsu. The man said. Yep, Jiraiya-sensei. Minato said. I've finished Hiraishin, now I can start thinking about a new one. Jiraiya smiled to him. But before that, I guess I need to rest a little. I'm going home. Jiraiya made a huge perverted smile. What? Hey, I know that smile. What are you? Can I go with you and meet Kageru? Jiraiya asked, with bee falling from his nose. Minato sighed. I know that if I said no, you would get another way to go. So, let's go. Minato said, raising his hands and moving his head for both sides. The two walked and stopped in front of a small house. The smell of a just-made meal was filling their noses. I'm home, Minato said, entering. Jiraiya followed him. They heard some steps and a black-haired woman dressing as a housemaid appeared. Hello. Minato-sama. Welcome back, she said, making a bow. Oh, Kageru, I've already told you to stop making me bows. You're my friend, Minato asked. She rose up and blushed a little. Sorry, Minato-sama, she said. How was your mission? Are you okay? I'm fine. Minato smiled. She felt relief. And please, stop calling me Sama, I've already told you. We're friends. She looked down. I'm going to have a quick bath. I'll be back in no time. Until then, you can have a word with Sensei. Minato left. Kageru looked concerned to him. Jiraiya watched her. So, Kageru-san, Jiraiya called, with bee falling from his nose. Do you have plans for tonight? The Sannin couldn't take his eyes out of her bee, until he noticed she wasn't hearing and continued looking worried to the door from which Minato left. You always care too much about Minato. Kageru woke up from her worries and looked to him. Minato is a grown-up boy and has powers to look over himself. You need to understand that. Kageru looked down. Even if Minato-sama becomes the strongest man on Earth, my mission will always be looking after him. Kageru assured. She looked back to the door. No matter what, I'll protect Minato-sama forever. My family swore that to his. I'm his bodyguard. Minato never saw you like that. Jiraiya said. You looked over him since he was 3. He has no memories from when he was on the castle. Forget about protecting him. Minato would. I won't discuss that. Kageru assured and stared Jiraiya. I will protect Minato-sama. That's why I exist. I always wonder what makes you so determined in protecting Minato. Sure, he is the child of your master, but he long ago. Why don't you join Konoha? You're a very good fighter. Jiraiya asked. My vow is to Minato-sama's family, not to Konoha. Sorry, Kageru said. I would never betray Minato-sama's or Ryazaki-sama's family. I never talk about betraying. Jiraiya said. You know, Minato. Please, don't address to Minato-sama so discourteously in front of me. Kageru asked. He is a very important person. He is just. Jiraiya was about to speak, but Kageru's look prevented him. I thought Sandaime told you to stop treating Minato like that. Even if I wanted, I couldn't, it's on my B. Kageru said. Minato entered in the room and noticed the atmosphere. Oh, Jiraiya-sensei, you were dumped again. Minato sighed. Jiraiya looked to him. What are you telling? Jiraiya made a pose. I'm the great frog hermit. The man whose beauty is enough to calm a crying child. Silence. What? Kageru quietly asked. Sensei, I like you a lot, I know you're a great man and stuff, but please, don't join that sentence and that pose again. I'm telling this from the bottom of my heart. It's for your own safe. Minato said, putting his hand on Jiraiya's shoulder. You're an ingrate, Jiraiya said, pretending he was annoyed. Minato smiled. Come on, Sensei, let's have lunch, Minato said and grabbed Jiraiya. They were on the table, while Kageru watched them, standing a little far from the table. Minato looked to her and then down, thinking a little, raising back his eyes. I'm going to have a very hard mission. According to Hokage-sama, the odds of success are very small. Jiraiya's eyes stared him. Kageru, by her side, didn't appear to fear Minato's S. I'm going to search for the Lightning Country background data. I hope you can give me some. Of course. Jiraiya granted. Minato passed the week researching the facts and figures of the lighting country, such as its geography and city maps. In the day of the departing, the man dressed his Anbu uniform and a big green mantle to protect him from the rain that appeared to be coming. Kageru went to the gate to say bye to him, such as Jiraiya. I think wishing you good luck is useless, once you always seem to be carrying it. Jiraiya said. Minato smiled to him. Luck always pursues the audacious people. Minato said, putting his Anbu mask. Kageru smiled to him. Take care, Minato-sama. Kageru gently said. The Anbu made her a sign and departed. The Sennin and the housemaid continued looking to him, until he disappeared. You don't appear to be worried. Jiraiya noticed. It's true my mission is to protect Minato-sama, but one thing I can be sure, he won't S in this mission. Kageru said. Jiraiya found that strange. Kageru looked to him. But you certain about one thing, Minato-sama is always followed by luck. Well, now that he has left, Jiraiya put his hands around Kageru. Don't you wanna go out on a date with me? Kageru stared Jiraiya. Sorry, Jiraiya-san, but I need to go to the castle while Minato-sama is out to clean it and the castle is very big. Bye-bye. Kageru left. Jiraiya felt dumped, again. On his way to the lighting country, Minato was thinking a lot about his life. Kageru, Minato whispered. I'm sure she is hiding something from me. I can tell just by her look. Jiraiya-sensei too. Minato jumped another tree, entering the lighting country under an electrical storm. I'm going to find out. They underestimate me if they think I haven't noticed. Minato took out his mask and used his cloak to hide his Anbu vests. The man entered in the capital of the country. Once he was not wearing his headband, none could tell if he was a ninja. He walked through the city, noticing there was lots of food all over the place. So, they are also using the food to sustain themselves, after all, we're in war. It started raining. The castle must be over there. Minato looked to the streets, remembering the names in the map and then found the feudal lord's castle. The Anbu stared it for a while. The Anbu threw an odd-shaped kunai with all his strengths and it hit the roof. Let's try to get inside. A yellow flash that looked like lightning quickly vanished and Minato was no longer standing outside the castle. The Anbu was now on the roof, being covered by the poor luminosity the downpour was causing. Minato used his chakra to walk through walls and then his cloak to camouflage himself. I need to kill the guards silently, otherwise they're going to notice me. Yellow flash bit his thumb until it be. Kuchio's no jutsu. A small frog appeared. Gama-chan, I'm going to need your help. The little frog looked to him. Enter through the window and come tell me the location of the people in this floor. The frog croaked and entered. Minato waited a little. Minutes after the frog appeared and revealed the exact positions. Thank you. Now I'm going to need another favor of yours. Minato put a seal on the back of the frog. Go to the river outside the castle and try to hide yourself in a place none can find you. The frog croaked again and left. Minato took out his cloak, entered and jumped to the roof, using his chakra to stick on the walls. The castle was all involved in the darkness of the night, only some orange lamps gave some color to the mammoth building. According to the information Shikaku gave me, they use a proportional number of ninjas while protecting the feudal lord. 2 in the more far floors, then 4, until it reaches 128 in the floor the lord is sleeping with his family. There are 2 in this floor, so, Yellow Flash walked through the road until he found a Cloud Ninja on guard. There is 1, I need to be quick. There was a yellow flash and the Cloud Ninja appeared on the ground with the odd-shaped kunais Minato used. Now, for the next one. I need to be quick. If someone touches my kunai it is going to alert me, so I'm going to know if someone found the corpses. Minato quickly moved through the floor. His yellow flash left a bright everywhere he passed. He quickly the other shinobi from the floor and passes to the one before his. Thanks to his extreme speed, Yellow Flash could kill the shinobis and walk without being noticed in time. Now he was heading to a floor with 64 shinobis. He continued to walk on the shadows of the roof, with one of his kunai on the mouth. One shinobi appeared to inform the one Minato was planning to kill. The Anbu stranged the man's worry. Sir, we are being attacked 2 floors below. The shinobi said, trying to get back his breath. What? The Cloud Shinobi that appeared to be in charge on the floor Yellow Flash didn't seem to be happy knowing that. How could that be? How have them passed through 64 shinobis? How many are them? According to the report we have received, it just one. The shinobi explained. Minato was surprised by knowing someone was also trying to make the same as him. I need to find out, if I kill these guys they won't be able to back up the others and the success rate of my mission will increase. Minato thought. He threw the kunai to the cloud ninja, who fell on the floor. What? The cloud shinobi in charge looked to the place from which the kunai appeared and saw nothing but a yellow flash. That flash. It can't be. He looked everywhere, but Minato appeared behind him and placed his kunai near his en. Where is the Lord? Minato asked. I see, Konoha's yellow flash. Humph. They're the order in the lighting country to flee at sight, to flee when we sight you. The cloud shinobi said. Minato continued holding the kunai. We knew the fire country would strike, but we never knew they would send you. I thought you were operating in the wind country. My data was out of date. I have no time to chat. Minato insisted. The Lord. If you were in my position, would you tell? The shinobi asked. The people in my country are starving. Minato said. Your feudal lord should have been more careful. Now I'm going to feed my compatriots with your bee. The Anbu K him. I need to accelerate the K. They are going to spot me soon, plus, I need to look out for the one invading from the bottom. Yellow flash K the 64 shinobis in the floor and they passed to the one the feudal lord was. He found out AS body in front of him. This is, burning. Fire chakra burns. Minato said, but he decided to stand still. This K intent, the Anbu put his hand on the wall. There is someone behind me, so, they spotted me. Minato's eyes were looking aside, but his head stands still. He is coming, if I make a seal, he is going to attack me, jeez. I need to create a jutsu that does not rely on seals, it would be wonderful for these situations. Minato continued waiting for his foe to attack me. He is not stupid. He is not using chakra, for not being spotted. That means, he is going to use taijutsu. Yellow Flash moved his feet to get in position to receive the attack. Come on, sharp one. I'm ready, Minato said to himself. Silence. Minato heard the noise of something knocking on the wood and quickly moved back, punching in the face the one attacking him, although his attacker used his hand to also punch him in the face. Their masks fall on the ground in pieces. The Anbu was staring on his foe. He strained his size. But, you're a kid, Minato exclaimed. His clothes are not like any I saw from the cloud, actually, I never say that style. The black-dressed teenager raised his head. The two stared each other surprised. You are you? The boy asked. How can you look so much like me? Your face, except for the L, it can't be, how? Minato stared him once more, unbelieving in what his eyes were seeing. I have a double, wait. You're not from the cloud. Your outfit is not like the ones from the guys I K before. Who are you? The boy asked. I'm here to K the feudal lord. He is blocking the entrance of food in the fire country. Minato said, continued looking to the kid. And you? I'm here for the same reason as you, except that I'm not from the fire country. I'm the Hidden Moon's Akatsuki, Minamoto Doryokugen. Doryokugen said. Akatsuki. Minato looked to him once again. Kid, Doryokugen sure is a big name. It must be a pain to write your data. Akatsuki also didn't appear to be happy. So, we're here for the same thing. What about helping each other? Doryokugen looked to him. There are 128 ninjas to K in this floor, plus the feudal lord. So, sorry, but I don't work with people I don't know the name, even if they look like me. Doryokugen said. Minato smiled. You have guts, kid. Minato said. I'm Konoha's Yellow Flash, Namika's Minato. Doryokugen looked to him. Now you know my name, and I know someone that can punch like that can be a very good hand. The success of this mission is crucial to my country and to me. They already know about me. Doryokugen alerted. It's going to be harder K the Lord for me. But they don't know I'm here. Minato said. With both of us attacking, it would be far faster and it will double our chances. I was appointed alone, because I work better like this. Once you're also alone, I guess it is because you're just like me, so, I go left and you go right, we meet again at the Lord's chamber. If you work better alone, why are you asking my help? Akatsuki asked. Minato smiled to him. To K so many shinobis and to be sent here by your country, sure you're strong. As I told you before, this mission is not only important to me, but to my country. I need to accomplish it. Minato said, taking a special kunai and giving it to the boy. Kid, even being I strong as you say, I still have a long road to go. Coming here all by myself proved me I'm strong, but I'm tired, as you are. A ninja should know its limits and both of us are on our edge. We've just K128 shinobis each, and now we are going to K more 64, that makes almost 200 people. Ryokugen looked down. To become stronger, we need to face the strongest. Akatsuki stared him, remembering his own words. I will surpass my limitations and succeed in a mission, which success rate was 5. Ryokugen saw a flame on his eyes few can claim to possess. Only by extending my limits, I can grow greater. Ryokugen got up and looked to him. Konoha's yellow flash, I also will extend my limits. Ryokugen said. Minato smiled. Then, Moon's Akatsuki, I'll help you doing that. Both got ready to the enormous task they had in front of them. I need to take the Lord's head with me. Ryokugen said. Minato continued looking in front. I just need to K him and leave a mark as it was I the one who made it. Minato told. We will discuss it later. Let's go. Yes. The last to reach will pay the other a drink. Minato said. Ryokugen smiled. I'm a Norseman. I must warn you I can drink until I fall completely drunk. Akatsuki said. Good luck. The two left, unknowing it both would meet again. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.